Hi children, hello. Now listen, in this link we are going to see the term 8 English chapter 10, the shoemaker and the elves. Okay, now see here, everyone take out your term 8 book and open page number 15. Okay, now see here, page number 15, the shoemaker and the elves, chapter 10. Here we go. See here what they are telling. Elves are magical creatures. They are telling that elves are magical creatures. They are small in size. They are small in size and are always up to some mischief. If you were to get a birthday gift from one of the elves, what would you ask for and why? Okay. So here see, shoes, clothes, toys, chocolate or any other things. So what you are going to ask, you can tick. Okay, here I put the tick mark for the toys. Okay. Now see, read and find out how the elves help a poor shoemaker and his wife by making amazing shoes for them. So, what are all the characters we are going to see in this chapter? Narrator, shoemaker George, wife Ellen, customer, man, woman, elf 1, elf 2. Okay, these are all the characters we are going to see in this chapter. Okay, now come to the page number 16. First one, narrator is telling. Once upon a time, there lived a poor shoemaker. He was so poor that he did not have enough money to buy leather to make a pair of shoes. Not even he has money to buy a leather to make a shoe also. That much poor he is. Okay. So, next shoemaker. See, Ellen. He is calling his wife. Ellen, I don't know what we are going to do. Leather is so costly. I can hardly buy any leather to make more shoes. Okay. Next, wife is telling, don't worry, we will solve this problem. Will you cut this piece to make the shoes? While you cut this piece to make the shoes, I will prepare dinner. Okay, wife is telling like that. And then shoemaker, my hands hurt. This leather is so hard. I am getting older every day and it takes me too long to cut it. I will finish this pair of shoes in the morning. He is telling, whole night I have to work. Then only I am able to finish in the morning. The leathers are very hard. I am not able to cut that. Day by day I am getting older also. Okay. Shoemaker is telling like that. Now, narrator, see. The shoemaker cut the leather to make the shoes. But he felt so tired that he decided to make the shoes next morning. So in the night he became very tired. He is not able to work more. So what he planned, he stopped his work and he went for the dinner and he ate and he closed everything and they went for sleeping. Next morning we can continue this work. They are thinking like that. Okay. Now, wife. George, dinner is ready. Okay, wife is calling. Narrator. The shoemaker went to the kitchen to have dinner with his wife. Okay. Now, next page. Come to the page number 17. Wife. You look tired and worried. Wife is telling you are very tired and you are worrying about something. What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? Wife is asking why you are worried about what you are thinking. Shoemaker is telling, I just hope to sell the pair of shoes soon. I need to buy more leather to make more shoes and buy some more food for us. Okay, he is thinking like that. Because of that, he is worried and tired also. Wife is telling, don't worry, they will be sold soon. They are a good shoemaker. You are a good shoemaker. You are a good shoemaker. You are able to do shoes. It will be sold by soon. Okay. Now, narrator. After dinner, the shoemaker and his wife went to bed. Next day, the shoemaker got up early. He went downstairs and straight to his shop. He was astonished by what he saw. Astonished means surprised. Okay. He didn't expect that. That is the happened. So, what he saw. Okay. Shoemaker. What's this? Who made these shoes? I just cut the leather and now they are ready. Oh, they are perfectly done. Ellen, come here quickly. He is calling the wife. Ellen, come quickly. Yesterday night I cutted only the leathers. I didn't make the shoe because of the tired and worried. But now see what a surprise, it is done. Perfectly done. Okay, wife. Hey, Why are you yelling? Yelling means shouting. Hey, why are you yelling? Shoemaker. Yesterday I just cut the leather to make the shoes. And now look over there on the table. Do you see something? Are you able to see something? What you are seeing? Asking. Wife. It's a pair of shoes. You finish them really fast. Wife is telling that, thinking that my husband he only completed everything. So you finish fast and also nice, she is telling. Shoemaker telling, I didn't do them. They were just like that when I came into the shop. Okay, he is telling wife, oh, it's a miracle. They are perfect. You will get a lot of money for them. Wife is telling. Narrator. The shoemaker placed the shoes in the window. 5 minutes later, a man entered the shop to buy the shoes. Customer. Good morning. I saw those shoes and I really like them. Shoemaker. Certainly, let me get them for you. I will bring that from the window. He is telling. And then come to the next page. Page number 18. Customer, let me try them on. I will wear and I will see how it's for me. Ha! They are perfect for me. They are just my size. I will take him. I will take them. Okay, that shoe I will take. He is telling narrator. Before the shoemaker could tell his the price of the shoes, which was 2 silver coin. The shoemaker is thought to say the price cost of the shoe is 2 silver coin. The customer gave him 4 silver coin. Before shoemaker tell the money, he himself gave 4 silver coin. Okay, extra he gave. See customer, your shoes are of very good quality. From now on, I will always buy my shoes from here. In your shop only, hereafter I am going to buy the shoes, he is telling. Shoemaker, thank you sir, here are your shoes. Take the shoes he is giving. Customer, I am leaving now, but soon I will be back with my children. Goodbye. Okay, he is telling that I will be back with my children. For my children's also I am going to buy the shoe here. By saying these words, he is telling goodbye and he is leaving from the shop. Okay, now see, shoemaker, have a nice day sir. His shoemaker is replying for the customer. Narrator. The shoemaker was very happy because he sold the shoes and at a higher price. Shoemaker. Ellen, see, I already sold the pair of shoes. That man paid me 4 silver coins. He is telling to his wife. Okay. Now come to the page number 19. Wife is telling. I told you that everything is going to be fine. Shoemaker. Now let's go and buy more leather for another 2 pairs of shoes and then this silver coin. And take this silver coin, you can buy some food. Okay. They are planning to buy with their 4 silver coins, leathers and food. Okay. And the narrator, the shoemaker and his wife went out to buy what they needed. They came back in the afternoon and the shoemaker started to work again. Shoemaker, Ellen, while I cut the leather for the shoes, you prepare dinner. It's getting late and can't see very well. I have to hurry up. Okay, he is telling that it's late night. I'm not able to see and work properly. So I will cut the leathers. You go and prepare the dinner. Then we will eat, he is telling. Wife, yes, I will go to the kitchen right away. Now itself I am going to the kitchen, she is telling. Shoemaker, with this leather, I will make a pair of shoes for a man and a pair of shoes for a woman. He is going to make 2 pairs of shoes with that leather. One is for men and one more is for woman. Narrator, the shoemaker cut the leathers. He is cutting the leather. Shoemaker, oh, it's late and I can't see very well in this candle light. I did better have my dinner and go to the bed. He is telling that in that candle light I am not able to see properly. So it is better that I have to eat the dinner and I have to go to the bed and sleep. Okay. Then, narrator. They finished dinner and went to the bed. Next day, as soon as the shoemaker entered his shop, he was surprised again. 2 pairs of shoes were already there. He cutted the leather only yesterday night. But now in the morning, he is seeing that the 2 pairs of shoes are ready on the table. Okay, now. Oh, shoemaker, oh, once again the shoes are done on their own. I wonder who is doing this. I want to know who is doing this. And the narrator, the shoemaker again placed them on by the window. A few hours later, a young couple entered the shop. Couple means husband and wife. Man, good afternoon, sir. As I was passing by, I saw those beautiful shoes you have over there. They are just what we are looking for to wear on our wedding day. Narrator. The man and wife loved the shoes, and once again, before the shoemaker could even say the price of the shoes, the man took out a gold coin and gave it to the shoemaker. The shoemaker got more leather to make more shoes, and from on that day on, the shoemaker only cut the leather, and next day the shoes were ready. One night, the shoemaker and his wife thought to staying back to watch who is doing that. They planned to see that. Okay, so they didn't go to the home. They stayed in the shop itself. Okay, come to the next page. Page number 20. Wife. I would like to know who is making the shoes. I also want to know, so I will also stay here. Shoemaker. Let us hide in the shop tonight and watch. Wife. That's a good idea. Narrator. The night, instead of going up to bed, the shoemaker and his wife is themselves behind the cupboard. Backside of the cupboard, they are standing and they are watching what is happening. They sat there without making any noise to see who was making the shoes. After midnight, suddenly the small candle was lit. The shoemaker and his wife saw two elves coming in from the window and started making shoes. It was winter, but the elves were dressed in ragged clothes. Ragged means that is old cloth. Holes are there. So they shivered while they worked. So because of dress and because of that season, winter season, they are shivering. Shivering means the body shaking because of the cold. Okay. So wife, poor little elves, their clothes are so old. Shoemaker, tomorrow we will buy some fabric to make clothes for them. Fabric means clothes. To make clothes for them. Ellen, do you think you can make them? You are able to stitch a cloth? He is asking. Sure, I can. Wife is telling, sure, I can. Narrator. After having breakfast, the shoemaker and his wife got fabric and leather to make shoes and clothes for the elves. By midnight, they have finished making some beautiful dresses. Then they left them on the table and went to hide behind the cupboard. Next page, 21. See? Narrator. At midnight, the elves came into the shop once again. Elf 1. There is no leather to work with. Today we are not having any leathers to work. Why? They are thinking. Elf 2. Look, there are two dresses and hats here. Elf 1. And there are two small pairs of shoes also there. Elf 2. Let's try them on. They are our size. Elf 1. I think they saw us. So they understood that they saw us because of they are giving this dress, hat, shoes for them. Otherwise they didn't see means how they are able to give these things with our perfect size. So they came to know. They think I think they saw them. Okay, now come to the next page. Narrator is finishing the story. The two elves put on the dresses, shoes and hats. They were very happy and they danced until next morning when they left. They continued to make shoes for the shoemaker every night. Every night they are making the shoes for the shoemaker. And the shoemaker and his wife were never poor again. They lived happily ever after. Okay. After that, what happened? Daily he will cut the leather and he will keep it in the table. Elves will come in the midnight and they will make the shoe and they will go again. Daily this is happening. So in the shoemaker life, he become very rich. There is no poor in his life. Everybody were happy. Elves also happy. Why they are happy? They got new dress, new shoes and the new hats also. So both are very, very happy, elves and this shoemaker and wife. Okay children, so this is the story. Okay, after listening to this video, just try to read the chapter also. Okay, yes, exercise everything we will do in the online class. Okay, thank you, bye.